Yo.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
All right, this is our brother YAHAWAH, and I got the brother Bansapad. We're here with the GMS Dallas camp. Okay, first off, we want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Okay, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach him real well. And salutations and blessings to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, keeping his word in truth and sincerity.
Right.
Now, we're just going to go into a topic that everybody should know. You know, even if you barely waking up to this truth, you know, one of the first things that you hear is that you're supposed to, according to the scriptures, you're supposed to come out into the highways and byways,
Right.
you know, to the gates of the city, you know, to the most busy parts of the city to preach the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi. You know, because that's a part of our testimony. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and we're gonna prove it through the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So, for all them Christians that don't believe or think or understand that, then you're going off. You know, that's one of many reasons how we know that Christianity is a lie. You know,
Yep.
they don't tell you that. They really don't teach you nothing in these churches, anyways. All they talk about, they'll bring out one scripture, you
Close
know,
the book.
yeah, close the book, and then walk to the side and be like, I remember when I was a young boy, you know what I'm saying, or some shit,
Yeah.
you know. But anyways, you know, you want, yeah.
It's Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. Verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates.
So like, read that first verse again. Yeah.
Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Right, wisdom cried without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. You know, and we out here in the streets. You know, how many people can you say are out here doing this? You know, you got hundreds of thousands of churches on one block. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing that. You know, you got one guy up there in that altar inside that church, you know, so-called church,
Man.
just spewing out bullshit. You know, that's why it says in Jeremiah the 5th chapter, you know, among my people are found wicked men.
Right.
You know, they lay snares. You know, they trapping these people up. They leading these people astray.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. Verse 21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates.
Right. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. This is the opening of the gates, man. This is the chief place of concourse, man. This is where people come to buy, shop, go out to eat, drink.
Right.
This is the downtown Dallas right here by Main and Eckerd is one of the places that is a lot of traffic going on.
Right.
You know, no, that's you know, there's a yeah. See all that? You know, you got the brothers over there, main camp. You know, you got all these people on a Friday night coming out. You know, we could be doing that. We could be out there like that, going out on a Friday night. You know, you off work, you off tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But we want to do this. You know, we come out here. You know, to do what? To crying out. You know.
Yep.
Preaching the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi, man. That's what it means. You know, wisdom cry without in the chief place of concourse. Okay, go ahead.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city.
In the city, man. We in the city, man. We in downtown Dallas right now. Yeah, we in downtown Dallas right now. You know, we in the city, man. We in the deep part of downtown Dallas. One of the parts, you know, there's many parts in here and down, you know.
Yeah.
And you got other camps too, you know. You got IUIC down over there.
Yeah, they ain't talking about
You know, you got one body in Yahawashi somewhere around here too.
Right.
But anyway, you know, they ain't really, you know, they low rank compared to GMS.
Right.
But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, verse 22, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, you know, we out here doing that. You know, how long, you simple ones, will you remain in your simplicity?
Let's get being foolish.
Yeah, you know, like how much longer? You hear the brother Elder Yatsazak right now cursing him out.
That's right.
Hey, you know, he's out there. Yeah, man, you simple man. Y'all, Most High's gonna come back, destroy this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. You know? Hey, real quick, can you get Proverbs chapter 8? Go back to that one.
Yeah.
But get Proverbs chapter 8. I'll start the first verse.
Proverbs 8. Man, you know that's the precept.
Oh, God,
yeah, that's the precept to it. Proverbs 8:1. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice?
Right. Does not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? Right. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 2. She standeth in the top of high places, by the way in the places of the paths.
Right. She standeth on the top of the high places and in the ways of the path, man. We in the way of the path, man. If you know, like the brother just showed you over there, that, you know, you got, even if you look at, you know, they're going live right now.
Right.
You know, even if you look at them, you can see people walking by, going back here.
Yeah, just
you know what I'm saying?
doing their manner of business, whatever they doing throughout the city.
Yeah, does not understanding put out her voice in
Right.
the ways of the path, right? Go ahead.
She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in the doors.
Right, at the coming in the doors, man. People walking up, entering, getting out, you know what I'm saying, leaving. There's bars over there, bars over there. You got restaurants right there.
You got people walking their dogs.
Yeah, you got, you know, you got the apartments right here.
Right.
Luxury apartments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man.
Unto you, men, I call, man. Hey, like the scriptures say, many are called, but few are chosen. You know, we have been called to do this. You know, we're still waiting to see if we are then, you know, through the Spirit, I believe these men are the chosen.
Right.
You know, and Lord willing, the Most High keep that spirit on them, you know, to be a part of that number.
Done.
You know what I'm saying? Because like it says in James, you know, like, you know, when you do something, you know, say, Lord will, we do this and that. You know, so Lord willing. You know, but anyways, you know, one of the reasons we believe that this is the truth and that these men we follow and have the truth is because of the scriptures like these, man.
Right.
You know, we see these scriptures playing out right now. You know, we out here making it manifest. You know what I'm saying? We out here putting understanding's voice. Understanding is putting forth her voice, man.
That's right.
So is there more?
They say, unto you, O men, are called. And the men is called is talking about you Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I'm not talking about just any man. The Lord, because the Lord don't deal with just all nations. He only deal with one particular nation. That's the nation of Israel, man. So he using his servants to go out on the highways and byways and to compel them to come back to him, man. That's what the brother going into. How long you simple ones will you love simplicity? That you don't want to hear the words that coming out of the servant's mouth, man. Proverbs 1:20. Proverbs 1:22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, fools hate knowledge, man. Everybody that be walking down here talking shit, even in their minds, man, they secretly marking themselves, man.
Yep.
Hey, what does it say? I think it's Ezekiel the 34th chapter, where it says that when a man, like a man is put on top of the wall of the cities, you know, keeping watch, and if he sees that the sword is coming, you know what I'm saying, to pretty much destroy the city,
Right.
then it's up to that man to tell and warn the people.
Warn the people,
You know,
right.
blow the trumpet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, there's, you know, there's a sword coming to destroy the land. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's the scripture, it says in that same chapter, you know, if he blow the horn and the people don't listen, then the blood is washed from his hands, man.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But if he don't blow the horn to warn the people, and he sees the sword coming, you know what I'm saying? Then the blood is on his own head.
Right.
I think
36. Oh man, I know. Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
You're right. How long will you simple ones? Will you love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Like he said, as y'all walking by, you talking shit in your mind, you thinking it, and you saying it, because you go out here and talk to you people, go back and forth. But you're a bunch of scorners, man. You scoffing at the word of the Lord, man. And he telling his people, how long will you hate knowledge? You don't want to adhere to the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the Bible, man. We telling you plain and clear out of the Bible. Everybody got a Bible, right? You got it?
Con, yeah, Ezekiel 33, start out the first verse.
No, it's 33.
Yeah, I was thinking 34.
Yeah, I think it's 35. Yeah, 33. Oh, okay. Right, yeah. Ezekiel 33 and 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman.
Yeah, so you know, you had the city, and then you, of course, in those times you had, you know, the wall around the city.
Right.
Most of the time, you know what I'm saying? They would set a man to be a watchman over the city, you know, or
like the lookout.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, Con, go ahead.
Verse 3. If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
Right, so when he sees the sword coming towards the land, on the land, or what did it say?
If when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
Right, so he's out there looking, you know what I'm saying, and then he sees a threat on the distance, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the sword, you know what I'm saying, or you know, it might be an army, or it might be you know, invaders or some kind, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know what I'm saying, when he sees that, he's gonna blow the trumpet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Right. So I can read that again.
Verse Ezekiel 33 and 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Right. So, for example, we out here blowing the trumpet, right? You know, you got the brother Bonsapad. You know, he out here blowing the trumpet. You got the brothers over there. We telling these people, hey, the Most High's coming back soon. You know, the Most High's bringing back a sword, man. He coming. Right. He like the scripture say, man, he didn't come to send peace on earth, but a sword.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So we giving you that warning, telling you, hey, you better return to the ways of YAHAWASHI. And we've already explained many times what those ways are. You know, so you better come back to those ways, or the Most High is going to destroy you. Simple as that. We out here blowing that trumpet. Now, what did it say about the blood on their heads? That last part.
If the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
So the people ain't listening. They ignoring the trumpet, walking by saying, man, ain't nothing gonna happen. I don't see no sword. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like there's anything going on. You know, I don't feel like I'm in danger or something to that effect. You know, the blood is gonna be on their heads.
Right.
Because they didn't what? They didn't listen. Right? Go ahead.
Right. Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
Right. He heard the sound of the trumpet. Most High's coming back soon, man. You better get right.
Yep.
Or else he's gonna destroy you, man. He's gonna destroy this place. Right? Go ahead.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him.
Right. His blood shall be upon him.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Yeah, so hey, you have brothers out here that are actually listening, man. You have brothers on the other side, you know, over there in the main camp, other side of the camera that you can't see, taking notes, reading, coming out here. That believe, you know, they heeding that warning, man. They listening to that warning because why? Because they fear that, man. They fear what YAHAWASHI can do to them and to this place. You know? Go ahead. Is there more to that?
Verse 6, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Right. So, hey, how many pastors do you know in the church that supposedly read the Bible, but all they do is talk about peace, love, and Jesus Christ?
Right.
But never going around telling these people that there's bad times coming to this place.
Yep.
Hey, Jeremiah the 30th chapter, man. The time of Jacob's trouble. Why don't they ever mention that? Revelations the 18th chapter, man. Where is that going to happen? Who is Babylon, the daughter of Babylon?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When is those end time prophecies going to come to pass? And what about those the prophecies that haven't happened yet? When are they going to happen, man?
It's one of the secrets.
You can look for it if you want.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay. You know, that's why it says in Jeremiah the 8th chapter that the stork knoweth its appointed times,
Right.
and the crane the time when they're coming, but my people know not the judgment of the Lord. You know, hey, that's why the Most High compared Israel to an ox and a donkey, man.
Right.
You know, two very dumb animals in Isaiah the 1st chapter.
Yep.
Because they don't understand these things. They don't understand the judgment of the Lord. You know, they don't understand who their power is. They don't understand who they are.
Right.
And if they're told, they reject it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you tell them, hey man, you a prince of the power, man. You a son of the Most High, man. You are a chosen people.
Right.
You know, you're destined to be a nation of kings and priests to rule over these other nations, man. They look at you like you're crazy.
Yep.
You know, you tell them like, you are the children of Israel. They'll be like, huh? What? No, I'm African American.
African American, right?
I'm Mexican. You don't know.
Hispanic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
You know, is there more on that?
Verse 7, so thou, O son of man, I have, talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear thy word at my mouth and warn them from me.
Yeah, man, when we out here warning, you know, we the mouth of the Most High, man. We out here warning these people. Cursing them out, telling them, hey, you ain't supposed to do this, so not supposed to do that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We out here giving you a guideline on how to be saved.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. We're trying to tell you, God. You know what I'm saying? And these people laugh, ignore us, you know, looking at us like we crazy because we just some random guys out here reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, you have, I'll give you an example. Like, for example, when I was working at this warehouse, you know, I was still new to the, you know, to the truth sort a little bit. And I was, you knew.
Right.
So you go out there, you try to tell your coworkers, say, man, what you think about this in the Bible? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, he must, you know, they're going to take notice and see that that you read the Bible and that you believe in God and whatever, you know?
Right.
But then there was another guy that was a Christian, you know what I'm saying? But they respected him more than they would look at me. They would ask me questions, but like in a sarcastic manner, like, hey, what you think about this? Hey, do you think angels had actual wings? Do they like feathers and stuff? Like, man, I was like,
Right.
man, I don't know. Like, that's not. I'm breaking down. I'm trying to break down. I don't know. Revelations, the 1st chapter, showing you that Yahawashi was a man of color. But then you over here asking me dumbass questions like, do you think angels had actual feathers like birds or something? But then they'll go over there and ask the Christian dude the same question, but in sincerity. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be like, hey, what do you think is going to happen? Or what do you think the Bible means when it says this? You know what I'm saying? But then they'll like secretly laugh at me behind, you know, like he don't know what he's talking about.
Right. It's like they're going to ask the Christian, so-called Christian questions, and then come back and ask him to see what he knows. I've been through that before.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, yeah. You know, so it's like, so after that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you have your, you know, experience. So after that, I was like, man, fuck these people, man.
Yeah, right.
I ain't telling them shit no more. I'm just gonna come out here, do the, you know what I'm saying, come out here and you know, like the scriptures say, you know, understanding, put her voice.
Right.
You know, she cried in the, you know, of course we got videos that we do, and then, you know, we got class and everything. But as far as going out there and telling people, like when I'm like walking around in the world or something, I'm not gonna waste my time trying to explain it to them no more. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
You know, it's a waste of my time because they're not gonna listen. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what's up. Oh man, damn, that's crazy, and then completely just ignore everything you said. They're not gonna really take it seriously to where, hey, you wanna come down, you know, we at downtown, you know what I'm saying? I have friends out here that know more than I do. You should come here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do all that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I already tried doing that. You know, at the end of the day,
Don't work.
yeah. Nah, don't work.
I think it's a game. I'm gonna jump down to, I gotta come back to this. You got another one?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go to,
Which one were you at right now?
it's Ezekiel 33.
Oh yeah, go back. Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down to the last verse. Ezekiel 33 in the last verse, Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this come to pass, lo, it will come, then they shall know that a prophet have been among them.
Ooh, man, and when this comes to pass, and what, lo, it will come. Man, we believe wholeheartedly that these words, every single last one of these words is gonna come true, man.
Right.
You know, and then what did that last part say?
Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
Man, in that day, man, you're gonna know that every word that you heard us speak to you, or you heard on the side or on a video, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna know that, oh man, this, you know, that you're gonna know that a prophet was among you, man. Either at work, and back in the day when I was trying to explain something to you in sincerity,
Right.
you're gonna know in that day, man. All these people are gonna remember, like, oh man, man, everything he said is true. You know, but it's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're gonna go back to that in Proverbs, the 1st chapter. You know, talking about what's gonna happen when that time comes.
Right. I got another one real quick.
Okay, come.
Oh man, it's not the brother. So we had Ezekiel. I'm gonna go to Ezekiel. I'm still in Ezekiel. I'm going to Ezekiel 12. Cause y'all think it's a game, man. But watch what the scriptures say. Ezekiel, I'm gonna start at 26 and 28. Ezekiel 12 and 26. And again, the word of the Lord came to me saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he that prophesieth of the times that are far off. Because like the brother said, you got to begin with the apostles and elders, the great millstone. The other man that's not with GMS, becoming the spirit of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. He telling you all these things is going to take place through the spirit. But since the Most High sent his people out to tell you, y'all think it will be far off, or it's not going to happen in my time. That's why he say, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel, you have these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Y'all say the vision that you see is for many days to come. No, man, the days are not. The days are here. If you spiritual, you see the thing that's going on in the world, man. You see, but y'all think it's going to happen when you dead or 50, 60 years from now. No, man. The scripture say, think not that I set forth the apostles last, man. Verse 28. Therefore say unto them, thus said the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord of power. Because the scripture also say his word don't come back void, man. So whatever he's saying through the scriptures and through his servants, and we talking about what? Race riot, martial law, famine, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect will be delivered. You know, you name it, man, it's going to happen. Everything that he's saying is not going to be held back or prolonged anymore, man, because his word don't go out void. That was it.
Yeah, that's right. Like the brother's talking about, man, that's why Yahawashi said in Matthew the 24th chapter, you know, when you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars,
right.
You know, these things are the beginning of sorrows or something to that effect.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we out here telling you. You know, you got the elder Ariala that does his Damn, I
I
forgot.
know. I was just at the tip of my tongue. Algorithm.
Algorithm videos, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going into like the trade wars and the sanctions that America's got on these different countries and the tariffs that they're pushing and all the trouble that America's causing for these other nations, going into this nation, fucking with them.
To China with the tariffs and all that, man.
Yeah, man.
It's bad out here, man.
God, yeah, man. These like the U.S. man is like not really processing the consequences, man. That's why it talks about that in Isaiah the 47th chapter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you considered not the latter end.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you didn't like the U.S. These so-called white people, man, which is you Edomites according to the Bible. Like you people don't really consider the consequences of what's going to happen because of your actions. You know, you out here, the hammer of the earth, just destroying everything. Look what you're doing to the Amazon, man.
Man, that shit been on fire for 3 weeks.
Yeah, man, that's like 20%
of your oxygen. Man.
Yeah, you know, and you still tearing down more trees throughout the world. You still got another fire, I believe. Where was it? It was somewhere in the Middle East, I believe. But there's another forest fire going out over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got animals going extinct, and you got people dying left and right. You got these Edomite cops shooting Israel for no reason and being justified, getting paid. You know what I'm saying? All the that Matthew 24 chapter, man, with 2nd Ezra, what, the 15th chapter?
It's called, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these things are happening, man.
Right.
That's why the brother read that in Ezekiel. You know what I'm saying? Like these things, when these things come to pass, and lo, they shall come. You know what I'm saying?
The prophet was among you.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm back to Proverbs.
Yeah, read that first Proverbs, like where you left off.
22. Proverbs 1 and 22. So with that being said, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Right. How long will you simple ones, you dumbass people, simple-minded peons, like the Elder Ariel says?
Yep.
You know, you reprobates, man. Now, how long are you gonna continue in your simplicity, man?
Right.
Go ahead.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, the scorners out here. You know, you got scoffers, you got people talking shit, laughing at us,
Right.
and the fools hating knowledge, man. Hey, come up here. You know, you see, you know, you have somebody every now and then trying to, you know,
Be sincere or whatever.
yeah,
Right.
fine, you know, go ahead.
Verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
Yeah, man. So Most High has revealed these things unto us, and now we're out there as His mouthpiece, telling these people. You know, like we have the, you know, we believe we have the 100% truth.
Yep.
You know, that's why we out here, man. That's why we're made fools for YAHAWASHI's sake, man.
That's right.
You know, we out here, you know, people looking at us, thinking like, man, these, like, what the, you know, what are they wearing? What are they talking about? They out here screaming all crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we're willing to be made fools for the sake of YAHAWASHI, man. For us to put ourselves out here as living sacrifices.
Right.
You know, for the sake of this word, man. The scripture said that there was going to be men doing that.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 24, because I have called and ye refused, I will stretch out my hand and no man regard it.
Right. Because he has called, he's out here calling you right now through us, because we're that mouthpiece again.
Right.
We out here telling you, come back to the ways of YAHAWASHI, or he's going to kill you. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? And we've already explained countless times what those conditions are to receive that salvation.
Right.
And yes, there is conditions. You know, don't try and say like, what? No, all you got to do is believe in Jesus Christ. But the scriptures don't say that.
Yep.
Believing in YAHAWASHI is a part of it, but there's also conditions that regulations and rules that you got to follow.
That's true.
You know? But anyways, that's another video for another time, but go ahead.
Verse 25, but ye have not set at naught, but ye have set at naught all my counsels and would none of my reproof.
Yeah, so hey, what does it say in what is it, Isaiah the 2nd chapter, like, come ye, let us reason together, saith the Lord.
Done.
The Most High is out here, like, you know, like I will make your, even though your, what does it say, your clothes is as scarlet, or your sins is as scarlet.
Yeah.
I shall make them as white as
White as snow or something like that.
God, yeah, white as snow, something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? So Most High is willing to wipe off that plate of all that sin that you got sitting on there. He's willing to make that go away. All you got to do is just be sincere and repent and not sin. You know what I'm saying? What did Yahawah say? Or, you know, of course, it's impossible to sin in this flesh, but if Most High see you trying your best, then He counts that as righteousness. You know, that's why the scriptures say that our righteousness is as filthy rags.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, what did Yahawah say to that one woman they were about to stone? You know what I'm saying? There, you know, she was like a harlot or something, right? Like
Yeah.
prostitute. And they were about to stone her, and Yahawah came up, or they asked him. You know, they asked him something. I forget what they asked him, but you know, Yahawah was like, you know, pretending he didn't hear him at first, like writing on the sand. And then they asked, you know, they talked to him again, you know, they asked him again, and then he got up and he said, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And then they were like, damn. And then they walked away because it was true. And then what?
Cut him.
Yeah, Khan. Yeah, Khan. You cut him. And then what did he tell the woman? He said, go and sin no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, go. You're pretty much like, it's like the nation of Israel, man. Like your sins are forgiven, but go on your way and don't do it again.
Right.
You know, that's why Paul and Peter said, you know, use not your liberty as a cloak of maliciousness. You know what I'm saying? We have that liberty right now, but there's going to be a time when that grace, that
door goes shut.
That door's going shut.
But Jake wanna have gray areas. Like you said, the Bible said don't use your what did he say?
Don't use your liberty as
your liberty as a sin of a cloak of maliciousness. Jake want to go out here and still do all kind of bullshit and think you're going to have all the time in the world to get right. No, man, the Lord will cut that off. He giving you liberty already, but you're going to use that. You just going to keep using it up. Nope. The Lord closed the door on the mercy, that's going to be it.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures say that you're putting Yahawah back on that cross.
Right.
Every time you go up there to church and say, forgive me, Jesus, for fucking 3 guys last night at the same time.
He calling on Jesus. That ain't even his name. Oh man.
You know, so you asking and then you do it again next week. You putting him back on that cross.
Right.
Like pretty much him having to go through all that punishment just for your ass because you want to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking about what the scriptures is really talking about.
Right.
And those people mainly come from these churches.
That's right. The worst ones. So when the Most High bring destruction upon you, this is what's going to happen. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Ooh, man, in that day when that happens, when you are in front of the face of the terror of YAHAWASHI, man, you're gonna know in that day.
That's right.
The Most High is gonna laugh at your calamity, man. He's gonna, man, you might be, you know, all hell might break loose. You might be running and then trip and then fucking bust your face and then a bunch of dogs come up here, eat you up, something.
Wild animals.
You know, anything, yeah, wild animals, anything. And then that day, you know, you're gonna be like, oh no, you're gonna remember all the things that you heard, all the things that we said. Most High is gonna put it in your mind to remember that. And then He's gonna laugh at you, man.
That's right. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you.
Yeah, man, you might have people running down the street crazy, hollering. Might have people stabbing each other, trying to get the last scraps of food out here. Yep. And you got to really think about how many of these people are on these medications, man. Hey, their medications is barely keeping them stable. Right. They go one day without their pills, man. They're
panicking and shit.
Right. People with having panic attacks. So hey, I saw a video on YouTube about a story about a woman that was having issues with something like that with panic attacks.
Right.
And that she had one at the middle of the night while she was staying at her sister's place, and this bitch is an Edomite. You know, this bitch goes crazy and breaks out, breaks the window and starts running, just out into the woods in the darkness.
Right.
And she's running, and then boom, it's so dark, she don't see that they're falling off a cliff. Yeah, that's funny, right?
Wow.
She just has a panic attack, breaks the window, jumps out, starts running straight, and then falls off a cliff. Well, wait, actually, the first thing she did was she ran into a lake, and then she got on like a boat, rowed all the way across the lake, started chopping again, and then she fell off the cliff.
Damn.
You know, hey, the Most High, man. You know, hey, Most High will do it, man. You think people dying in crazy ways, man? The Most High is gonna take these people out in a horrible manner, man.
That's right. Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Yeah, man. You might, hey, Most High might have you get hit by a car that day. You out there dying slowly, and then now you're shaking. And now you're out there trying to call on God and Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
And if you've heard the name and remembered, you're gonna be calling on Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. You know, even though the whole time of your life you were being wicked, now you want to call on YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. You know, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be dying, spewing out blood, in pain, like YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the Most High might not even let you die for like the next 5 hours. Maybe not even till the next day. You're just there in pain.
Man.
Woo. Hey, the Most High has something really horrible prepared for you, man.
That's right.
What is that? Hebrews the 10th chapter, where it talks about it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You don't got to. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, you know. So people don't meditate on those things, man. I think about it every day, like man, the water YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI for showing me mercy.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like Most High could take me out right now, I'm crossing an intersection, and be like, man, it'd be so easy right now.
Anything, man.
Anything, yeah.
You stung by a bee and died, man.
God, you might not even think about it.
Man, you get hit before you know it, you don't wake up. And like the scripture say, go and walk through the valley of the shadow of death. America's a low land, man, morally. And death is all in this place, man.
Yeah.
So you got to come to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI while you can, man, and cleave upon those names, man.
God, I remember the elder Yashawamba had made a statement about that. You know, we in the valley of the shadow of death, man. Just think about it. You're going 70 miles an hour on the highway. You got another car going 70, maybe another car pushing past you going 80, 85. You know, death is like right there, man.
Right.
Something could happen. The tire could pop, car might swerve, somebody might run into the street, or a dog, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we in the like the brother said, we in the shadow of the valley of death, man. Like it.
That's it.
Okay.
Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord.
Yeah, for they hated knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord. That's why it says again in Jeremiah the 5th chapter, fear ye not me, saith the Lord.
Man, I know, right?
You know, hey, he describes, like, man, I set the bound from the sea, separating to the sand. You know, I said this, I did that. But you people are stiff-necked people, man.
Very, man.
Like, you know, like I made all this. You know, you got food on your plate, you got drinkable water. You know, you got you in a good position in life, and it's all because of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man. And people don't consider that.
Right.
You know, they don't consider that the Most High is the one that makes them go through trouble and through the troubled times and then the good times. You know. More on that.
This whole chapter. You said Isaiah 58.
Oh yeah, Isaiah 58.
Isaiah 58:1. Cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Right, cry aloud and spare not. You know, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, man. That's why you can hear the elder Yatzak right now, cursing these people out, man. You know, we supposed to be out here making our voice as a trumpet. You know, doth not understanding put forth her voice?
Right.
In a chief place of concourse in the gate of the city. You know, roughly paraphrasing. Is that it on that?
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sins.
Yeah, show my people their transgression and what it say?
And show my people their sins.
And show my people their sins. That's why we out here, man, telling you, hey, scriptures say not to do this. The scriptures say you can do this. And then we, like I said, man, we laying out that foundation of things of not what to do and what not to do.
Right.
As soon as our people say, as soon as we hear our people hear us say something about the Old Testament, automatically be like, no, we don't got to do that no more. Because of the blood of Jesus Christ.
That's right.
But they don't even understand that. That's why it says fools hate knowledge, man. When we try and tell them, like, no, according to the scriptures, the reason for Yahawashi's sacrifice was to redeem the nation of Israel and relieve them of their sins. It had nothing to do with the old covenant being done away with.
Right.
You know, and then we could go into further detail, but you know what I'm saying, we ain't, you know, we go into a different, you know, maybe next time we'll do a video on that too, you know.
Right. Luke 14:23. And the Lord said unto his servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in that my house may be filled.
Right. You know, hey, compel them that my house may be filled.
Compel means to drive to constrain, to threat.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's why Yahawashi, I forget where it's at, but it said that Yahawashi upbraided many cities, man.
Right.
And if you look up that word upbraid in the dictionary, it says to criticize in a violent manner.
Right. And then also the scriptures say, what in Corinthians, about persuading with fear, something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh man.
Through fear we persuade men, or
through
something?
fear we persuade men. So we out here compelling you, threatening you, basically. How we threaten you by telling you what the Lord will do to you if you don't come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, like he was going to do at the top of the lesson. That's why we out here, man, and these preachers in these churches are not doing that, man. That's why you read it to Proverbs, wisdom cried without. She uttereth her voice in the chief place of concourse, man. Why? To bring back the hopefully elect, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans back to the Heavenly Father, man.
God, hey, man, you could read Proverbs all day going into that, man.
Man, for real.
Hey, that's one of the that's one of the first things you learn coming into this thing. You know, Proverbs the first chapter, like wisdom is the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord.
Yep.
Or the fear of the Lord is to you know, wisdom is to have fear in the Lord, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so once you understand that, once you're able to understand that, or once the Most High allows you to understand that,
right,
that's the first step, you know what I'm saying, to understanding the scriptures, man, and being able to, you know, to commit to this thing pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know? You got more on that?
That was it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, which one were you at right now, Matthew 14?
Luke 14. Luke 14 and 23.
Get Matthew 18 and see what this is. You know what I'm saying? Because like the brother saying, well, read, man, we out here as the servants of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, bidding these people to the wedding, man.
Right.
What does it say?
Luke.
No, Matthew 18.
Matthew 18 and 1. At the same time came the disciples unto Yahawashi, saying, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? Oh, okay.
Verse 17. Oh, wait. Matthew 22 and 1. Read that.
Matthew 22 and 1. And Yahawashi answered and spake unto them again by the parables and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king which made a marriage for his son.
Right, so remember, like the first part of that first verse, it said, what did it say about the parable?
And Yahawashi answered and spake unto them again by parables and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king which made a marriage for his son.
Right, so remember, it's a parable, right? That's why I had mentioned it in the first verse. So Yahawashi came again and and spoke to him in a parable, right?
Right.
And then read that about the king and his son.
And the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son.
Right, so you got the king, which is talking about Yahawah, and then you got the son, which is talking about YAHAWASHI,
Right.
and then the marriage, talking about us, pretty much being married.
Join back to Yahawashi.
Done, yeah, join back to YAHAWASHI. Done, the water.
Yep. Verse 3, and send forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they will not come.
Right, so the Most High sent out his servants to come and bid those to the wedding.
All to call them out.
Yeah.
To say, come, man. We got this beautiful feast. Now check it. The table, like you have a wedding ceremony, you got food and all that set up, right? Back then, during the time of the disciples, the wedding wasn't ready yet. It's ready now because Yahawashi became what? The sacrificial lamb, man. So now that dinner is complete. Now the spiritual invites is coming out to you to come back. Yo, he got a beautiful wedding from this king and his son. And they invite you to this. And you go to a king palace, you know it's gonna be royalty. So he's telling you, and said, and send forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and they will not come.
Yeah, man, they will not come. I believe it's going to tell you, explain to you why.
Verse 4, again, his servant and other servants, again, he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready to come unto the marriage.
Right, like you had mentioned before.
Right, yep. Now everything is ready. Yahawashi was just sacrificial lamb, so now the dinner is ready, man. But they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise.
Right, remember this is a parable.
Right.
So they made light of it. Just like we out here, like we're telling you, hey, there's a sword coming. There's a sword coming into the city, man. There's horrible times coming to this place. The Most High is going to destroy this place.
Right.
Come back to the ways YAHAWASHI or you're going to be destroyed. Things like that.
Right.
But they made light of it.
And went their ways. I'm going to go back to my land, man. Well, I'm going to go out and start selling my merchandise. Go back to my store or whatever. All right, man. The wedding, I'm good.
Right, and remember, we're not out here just talking about the destruction, you know what I'm saying? We're out here also calling, like the brother said, calling, fishing out for the elect.
Yep.
That's why we break down Daniel 7th chapter, Revelations the 7th, 8th chapter, 18th, 12th chapter, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we talk about the elect and telling people like you might be, like you an Israelite, or
right.
You know what I'm saying, like, hey, you might, yeah, you out here stood and listened and agreed with us. The Most High might, you might be a part of us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And there might be a brother that might come out consistently, because you know what I'm saying, we have some right now. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 6, and the remnant took his servants and treated them spitefully and slew them.
Right, man. Hey, and that's happened before, man. You had prophets of old that went through those things, man, that they actually did die for this. And there's going to be time, that we all understand when we in this thing that we might have to die for this,
Right.
That all goes into that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are some prophets that actually died in the truth back in the ancient world, and there's going to be some of us again in those times that we're going to be put to death. We have brothers that have died in this thing.
Yep.
That's
right. Verse 7, but when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, he was mad, and he sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers and burned up their city.
Right. So when the king, we already mentioned who that was.
Right. When
he found out that his servants were slain, he got mad and did what? He destroyed this place, man.
Yep.
And we out here making our bodies a living sacrifice. When the Most High, in that day when the Most High sees that his lower servants were killed, those that were killed, man, he's gonna be mad, and then he's gonna destroy those that put those men to death, man.
That's right.
It's gonna happen, they're not just gonna die and then that's it, and then they're just gonna keep walking around. The Most High's gonna lay judgment on those people. Go ahead.
In verse 8, then saith he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy.
Yeah, those that were bidden were not worthy, man. Like I said, many are called, but few are chosen. You know, those people, most of these people out here that hear this word ain't worthy, man. They out here just to receive, you know, to pretty much like, okay, they heard the trumpet being blown, but then that was it. They took light, they made light of it, like I said.
Right. Go ye therefore into the highways and verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid them to the marriage.
There you go, man. It goes back into the highways, out there telling them, hey, marriage is, you know, like the brother's talking about, hey, the table's ready, got the food, you know what I'm saying? Everything's ready, you know, come to the marriage.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests.
Right. So you got a lot of brothers out here that come
into the knowledge.
Yeah, into the truth, man. And then you have some that were bad, you know, and then some that were, you know, good, you know.
Yeah.
And we all have our backstories. We all have our skeletons in the closet, like they say. You know what I'm saying? But you know, through YAHAWASHI, we have that opportunity to be brought back, and you know, pretty much have that slate made clean.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
And when the king came to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
Yeah. So hey, that garment represents wisdom.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he went in there, and then he said, you know, he saw he didn't have a garment on, right? Go ahead.
And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless.
Right. So yeah, go ahead.
Then, verse 13. Then said the king to the servants, Bid him hand and foot to take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Right. So without the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this word, you ain't gonna be able to go into that marriage, man.
Right.
That's why I said that many they were bidden, but they weren't worthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got one dude trying to come in there with no garment on, and he said, "Man, what you doing over here, man? You ain't got no wedding garment on."
And they go up to the scripture where they say they're trying to creep in unawares. They're trying to come in some other way.
Oh yeah. God.
Why you sitting here with no garment on, man? Like, yo, where you come from, bro? You ain't got no garment on? You got to get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Because he got a special guest list.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're elect. I ain't gonna verse 14. Are you coming again on this?
Oh yeah, you got it.
Verse 14. For many are called, but few are chosen.
There it is.
Man.
Yeah, there you go. That man, it was right there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, many are called, but few are chosen. You know, that's hey, at the end of the day, that's how it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it only going to be a certain amount? Because the Most High set it up that way.
Right.
You can read about that in Romans the 9th chapter all day. You know what I'm saying? It's not of him that willeth or that runneth, but of the Most High who showeth mercy.
Right.
You know, so hey, you can call on Jesus Christ all day and be a amazing, top-notch Christian, but at the end of the day, it's not going according to the scriptures, man.
Right.
You can quote scriptures all day being a Christian, you know, but it says in Galatians, the 3rd chapter, that, you know what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, that you ain't got that garment on.
That's right.
You know, you ain't got that wedding garment on.
Well, we out here trying to tell you, like the brothers say, we give you this wisdom out in the streets from the scriptures, from YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, to tell you to turn from your wicked ways, to put this garment on, put this truth on, come back to the Heavenly Father, and you can be a guest at this wedding, man, at this king's house. But you don't want to adhere to it, like you see in Ezekiel, you go know that a prophet was among you, man. When shit start to crumble in your life, when shit hit the fan, man. That's all.
I just want to say one more thing. Hey, you remember when Apostle Tahar was talking about that dream he had about him and Arya? And then he told Arya he had a garment in his hand. And he told Arya, here, put this on.
Oh, okay.
And then that's when the dream ended.
Right.
You know, that kind of reminds me of that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We kind of like low key, we really out here fishing for the elect, trying to like here put this on, put this wedding
Spiritual
garment on.
garment.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
That spiritual garment. You know, that just reminded me of that. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
that's everything.
But anyways, you got anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, so Lord willing, brothers, we're edified. You know, I want to give all praises to
Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Okay, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching and rule well. And salutations to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, keeping this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.